My name is Reagan Okum. I'm in charge of electoral affairs in the FDC party, preparing for the forthcoming election in 2011. And our major focus is really rebuilding the country, transforming it, democratizing it, and moving on so that this country is shared by every Ugandan, and every Ugandan feels safe that the country belongs to all of us.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Reagan Okum. My name is Ali Balunywa. So what message do you have for the diaspora, especially in this election year?
First of all, I want them to support the democratic process back home. Many of them will not be able to vote, but many of them have relatives back home. We want them to send positive messages. We also want them to be objective. Most of our people who went in abroad actually went because the NRM government were undermining them, were intimidating them. So in other words, they went as if they were going in exile. They ran away from this country. But surprisingly, most of them now think that the NRM is good. And I want them to reflect the reasons that took them back, took them abroad, and be objective, and also be principled, to stand by those very reasons, because those reasons have not gone away. NRM still remains undemocratic, and therefore principled people should not really turn around and start licking their own wounds. My appeal is that you should be a people and think as a people. The country is not owned by President Yoweri Museveni. The country is owned by Ugandans. The country belongs to us, and this should really be the principal stand. One should not even think that the president, nobody has failed to defeat the president. There were circumstances that made him survive for all these years. But I think time is up for him. He will also have to go because he does not own this country.
And in this election year, how do you expect the diaspora to chip in?
First of all, as I said, they may not be able to vote, but they can send messages back home to their relatives and friends. They should also stand in solidarity with the opposition, especially Forum for Democratic Change in particular. We also want to ask them to contribute raise us money, because this election is going to be extremely very expensive. We are going to spend money in order to reach out in the countryside. We need fuel, we need vehicles, we need public address systems, we need posters. We don't need money to buy people, but we need money to prepare the infrastructure for our campaign. And we'll be extremely grateful if you can mobilize for us resources that would facilitate us in all these processes.
Thank you very much, Mr. Okum.
Welcome.